So the origin is actually the triangle, something in three. I went out to visit my year back in September 2023, and we were hanging out at this beautiful stripe of beach in LA. And I showed her, she told me about a piece she was writing for the Black Cowboys and how she was writing for something that had a triangle in it. And I had actually brought my triangle out. And so I showed her my brass triangle, and I showed how to work and how to play it. And after that, she was like, we have to write a piece around this triangle, around things in three. And that's kind of how it developed, thinking about the power of three, what three means to us, and how that connects in family, in spirit, and energy.
We sat there, we talked, the similarities in the way we thought. And it's been like that through the whole thing. It really is a land of respect. Generation does not come into it. It's just really, really cool. Real cool. So there's where the creation started before we started putting it together. She travels a lot more than I do, and not just in this country, out of the country. And so getting a time to get together was the most difficult. And that wasn't difficult.
It sounds like the hardest part, but it's actually the most beautiful part as well, is the way in which I was so, like, there were moments where we were both lightly, I would say, had to lift each other up and be like, hey, you can't drop the ball now. But it was done with so much respect and commitment to one another that I usually don't see in certain collaborations, but people don't understand that we are in commitment, and that means a certain kind of respect and acknowledgement of each other in the process. And we had a few moments of that, but every time I felt like we both came through in a way where we recognized certain things about ourselves and then made it better.
Natalie asked me about mentorship, our first conversation. And I told her I see mentorship as a back and forth. I don't see a hierarchy. I don't know more than she does. She doesn't know more than I do. But our coming together unlocked information that we had in common, and unlocked information that inspired and enhanced what we had already experienced. And it was just like clicking. And yes, the little jagged stuff, because sometimes, I was just busy and she was just busy. And she's like, okay, well, Maia. It was funny. And it's just like, it was, like I said, it was a land of respect from Jump Street. And so we could communicate with ease. It was never difficult. It was just a matter of explaining or comprehending what was going on between us.